everyone, welcome back to the Sussex Handmade Soap Company. I'm Anne and today we are doing video number 3 in our April release. Video number 3, what can I tell you about video number 3? I can tell you that it didn't go as planned, as you will see later on in this video. I used a fragrance oil which decided to accelerate on me, so I got a batter that was a lot thicker than I was anticipating, and because I wanted originally to do a really intricate kind of little swirl design, that wasn't possible, and I realised very quickly that that wasn't going to be possible, so we sort of switched designs halfway through and came up with something that I actually still think is pretty. It's nice, it looks pretty, and the apple sage fragrance oil, although it was a pain to work with, made up for the fact that it was a pain to work with by smelling divine. It is amazing. I think it's my favourite fragrance. It's definitely in my top 3. So today's soap, not a 100% success, not an absolute fail because it still looks pretty and it still works. It just didn't turn out as planned at all. So watch me mess up a soap. So today our oils and lye water are both at about 114 degrees Fahrenheit, which I believe is around about 45 degrees C. And we are just combining our oils with our lye water. And we are then going to bring it just past emulsion. We want to work with a very light kind of trace today. And we're using our stick blender to do that. And then we're going to split it down into 3 equal portions. And this is only the first half of the batter as well. This is 50% of our total mix. So we're starting with 50% of our total mix. So we have now brought our mix to emulsion, just past emulsion, and split it down into 3, and we are now going to add colours into 2 of the portions. This is 0.2 grams of pistachio mica mixed with a little bit of the liquid oil, and we're going to tip this into our first portion to colour. Next we have 0.2 grams of sangria mica powder, again mixed with a little of the liquid oils just to help them disperse a little better. And we're going to tip this one here into this portion, again just to create a really pretty colour. And we're going to be adding our fragrance oil in a moment as well. We are putting 6.6 grams of fragrance oil into each portion, and the scent we have chosen today is apple sage from Bramble Berry, and I swear this scent is definitely in my top 3 scents ever. It is so gorgeous. It is really fruity. It is really strong but not overpowering, and it is just a very delicious scent. I absolutely love it. Right, we're just going to mix these colours in with the spatulas now and get them nicely blended. And now that the colours are all in, I'm actually going to use the stick blender just to bring the batter to a slightly thicker trace. Not much, we still want to be working at a light trace today, but I just want it slightly thicker. And now the colours are all in, we can thicken up a little. So we are now thickened up just a little. As you can see, we're still working at a light trace today. Now we are going to add in the fragrance oil to each portion and just use the spatula to just make sure it is nicely incorporated. Again, fragrance oil going into our green portion now. And lastly, going into our reddish portion. And now that we've got these all incorporated, we actually want to combine these colours together in one jug. And this is why I've actually only done 50% of the recipe to begin with. And the only reason is that I don't have a jug that is large enough to incorporate my whole batter in it. So I've had to split the recipe into two, which is why we are beginning with just 50%. If I had a big enough jug, we would have just done the whole recipe. So let's grab a jug. So now we've got our jug, which is clean. I only used it briefly earlier for weighing the soap batter, so it is just the same soap batter in there that we have got in these jugs. And we are going to take our portions and we're just going to slowly pour them down the side of the jug so that they fill the jug. And this first colour, you're not going to really be able to see what I'm going for, but when I pour in the next colours, you should see the effect that we're going for with today's batter. So now moving on to the red, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing, just hold it and pour it down the edge of the jug, slowly and carefully, and you should see it just start to mix in with that green, but not completely blend. And then lastly, the uncoloured portion, again doing the same thing, pouring it down the side of the jug, just combining the three colours without combining them, if that makes sense, which I think it does. I mean, how could you fail to understand what combining but not combining means? And today we're going to be working at a slight angle, so I'm going to grab a book to prop this mould up. And now what I'm going to do is just take this batter and quickly go back and forth along the mould. So I am working pretty quickly with this one, literally just going back and forth. And my batter has thickened up, unfortunately. I think it must be that fragrance oil, because this is not how it worked when I tested it the other day. Yeah, that fragrance oil has absolutely thickened on us. What a shame. So part of soap making is knowing when things have gone wrong, and that's gone wrong. So we're going to whip out our book. We're not going to worry about that design anymore. We are going to try and salvage something out of this. So we're going to give it a little shake, a tap down to make sure we don't get air pockets. And obviously we've still got a pretty nice colour selection in there, so I'm going to grab a chopstick, and bearing in mind we are half full, I reckon we could just do kind of like figure-of-8 swirls on the inside, just to kind of mix it up a little, swirl it a bit, and again, because it's so thick, give it another tap down to release air bubbles. I can see air bubbles coming to the surface, so we're going to tap it down to make sure those are released. And now we're going to do exactly the same as what we've just done with the second portion of batter. So we are going to expect it to thicken on us, we're going to expect it not to be perfect, but we are switching out our design and just going for a funky swirl instead. So as you can see, the layering actually worked a lot better the second time round because I allowed for the fact that the fragrance oil was slightly accelerating that soap batter, so I made it lighter and I worked just a little bit quicker, because I often find it easier to work a bit quicker when I'm not actually talking to the camera as well. I was going to get the chopstick in like we did before and swirl this layer as well. And then I thought, you know what, we'll leave it as it is because it almost worked. So we'll leave it as it is, see how the soap turns out. It's going to be a completely unique design because it hasn't gone as planned. The top layer has worked better than the lower layer, so we're going to have a real mishmash design on the inside. So we'll just leave it and see what happens. We are going to texture the top though, so I'm going to wait for it to thicken up and then we shall texture the top of this soap. So to be honest, it's only been a couple of minutes, but I think this is kind of ready for texturing because it really has thickened up already. So we shall texture with the back of the spoon, my favourite texturing method. So just going in with the back of the spoon and then just pulling the soap up. I'm going to go quite deep down for this design today, just because I fancy something a little bit different. May as well practice something different with this one, seeing as it didn't work out how I wanted it to. So we'll go in nice and deep and just pull that batter up to the centre. And then we'll turn the soap and do the same on the other side. So there we go, apple sage soap completed. I really cannot wait to cut this one because I am very curious as to what it looks like on the inside with those two different batters that thickened at different levels, the swirls that went wrong, and sometimes I find that the soaps that I think have messed up are actually the ones that end up with the most interesting, sort of funnest designs in the centre. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this one looks, but just for now, here it is, up close, before the cut. There we go, come back tomorrow and we shall chop up our gone wrong soap and see how it looks. So now the moment of truth, we have unmoulded and we are about to cut, and the inside of this one is going to be as much a surprise for me as it is for you, because as you saw yesterday, it didn't really go to plan in terms of the design we were going for. So we have got a unexpected pattern coming up, I imagine. So there we go, that is our finished design, and you can quite clearly see where the second portion of batter that I poured has swirled and filled the design a lot better than the lower layer. Let's pull out another bar and see if we've got the same kind of design running through another bar as well. Let's go for one near the end. Let's go for this one here. So there's another one, and this time the lower layer is a little bit more swirled. To be honest, I actually quite like the design. It is completely not what we planned, but I like the colours. I think the colours go really well with the apple sage scent. I like the way the red and the green have turned out. So not 100% happy with this one, but also not 100% unhappy. And yeah, liking the middle. Not loving it, but liking it. So here is the apple sage soap that decided it was going to be a bit of a pain to create. And the more I look at it, the more I think that this one actually at the bottom kind of reminds me of an apple. I think that bit down there kind of looks like an apple, but maybe I'm just seeing things. Yeah, plus side about this soap, even though the design wasn't how I envisaged, it's not an unattractive design. It's quite a pretty little swirl and it looks nice, and I like the colours. I'm happy with the colours on this bar, and I am very happy with the scent of this bar. So if you were to choose one of these, I don't think you'd be disappointed. I wouldn't be disappointed. Yeah, totally didn't turn out as planned, but I'm happy with the majority of this soap. Thank you for watching today. If you do enjoy our videos, please do hit the subscribe button. We are loving seeing how much our channel is growing and how people are interacting with us. We love each and every one of you who have commented on our videos. It's amazing. Yeah, it's great. It's exciting. It is really exciting. So do hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment. And yeah, we shall see you next time. Feel free to check out our website here and use our discount code if you wish to purchase anything. We will see you on Tuesday for behind the scenes videos. And until then, enjoy your week. Bye.
Bye.